a special request from someone out of the IRC chat room to talk about paintball tournaments and divisions. Guess a lot of people that have never played tournaments or thinking about getting into tournaments want to know about what are all the divisions, what do they mean, what does it take to move up, and all that crazy stuff. So let's go ahead and take you through the different divisions. And I'll start off and talk to you really quick. When it comes to divisions, you have to make a personal choice when you're moving up through the divisions, whether you're looking to compete on a higher level or to win, okay? Some people like to just win tournaments, okay? And you'll see these teams that have been playing in like the beginner or the rookie leagues for like 3 years in a row. Well, they win in rookie and they enjoy beating up on rookies, and they can pat themselves on the back and say because they've won tournaments they're good. Then there's other teams that are looking to get better and try to compete at higher levels, whether or not they win or not. Okay, so you have to decide as a team whether or not you want to, quote, sandbag and just win tournaments and win them at your level, or if you're looking to compete and move up. So it comes down to a personal choice. I don't really care. Me personally, I would much rather bat 500 against good Division II and Division III teams in a tournament than win a rookie tournament or win a beginner tournament, okay? Winning for me in paintball doesn't really matter. It's the respect of the other teams, the respect of playing at a higher level, the respect of pushing myself as hard as I possibly can. That is what I love about tournament paintball. So, once I end up placing in the top 4 consistently, maybe 2 or 3 tournaments, then I end up moving up. But that's a personal choice. So let's go ahead and talk about the different divisions in paintball. Division 4, and every league is going to be completely different, okay? So this is going to be different from PSP to NPPL to CFOA to SPCS to all the different leagues are going to be different. So the best resource you can have is to go to the webpage of the particular league that you want to play in and download the rules, and that's going to explain to you a lot. But we'll summarize it a little bit. Division 4/beginner. That's pretty close to about the same. Most people, when they first start off in tournaments, are going to be in the Division 4 or the beginner bracket, okay? This is your team's first ever tournament, and you're just looking to kind of get your feet wet in the tournament experience. Most of the time, you're going to start at Division 4, start at the beginner level. A lot of leagues like PSP and stuff like that, or even like SPCS, they have a beginner. You can only play 3 beginner tournaments before you automatically have to move up. So the first tournament that you and your team may ever play, most of the time is going to be in Division 4 or beginner. After that, they're going to move up to Division 3, and rookie is pretty close to about the same, okay? In order to move up into Division 3 and rookie, most teams, especially at the local level, will generally skip the beginner tournaments and just go straight into rookie. Rookie is about where everybody starts at. I know some people are just trying to get more and more people out there, so they, some places are opening up a beginner, but rookie is where most people start out at. Rookie probably for the PSP would be like Division 4, for the NPPL is Division 3. Most of the time to compete in rookie, your team is going to have to be playing together consistently for about 6 months. If you've been playing together 6 months, practicing every other weekend, you're going to do pretty good in rookie, and in that Division 3 rookie status. So after rookie, it gets up a little higher into like Division 3, getting into Division 2. Some places will call that novice, but Division 3, Division 2. Division 2, now you're getting harder and harder and harder in terms of the competition that you're playing. More seasoned teams, players have been playing tournaments for 2, 3, 4 years, sometimes more. You start getting in Division 2, you start getting into some very, very good, very competitive teams in Division 2. I remember last year, a lot of my good friends were playing on Central Florida Paintball, and these were a good group of guys on there. These guys were athletes, a very fast, very good team, and they competed an entire season in Division 2 and just did not do very well at all. And these guys, I would say these are pretty good group of ballers, and they had a very difficult time in Division 2 and PSPX ball. And they just did not have a very good season. Division 2, also novice, some people will call Division 2 novice. That is a very, very competitive league. Most people that are playing in Division 2 could pretty easily, with about 6 months more work, and move up into the semi-pro and professional. So let's talk about the next thing. Division One. Some people will call this amateur. Like I said, every league is different. Division One. Now you're starting to get into the semi-professional leagues. These are seasoned tournament players that have been playing at least probably 2 to 3 years of tournament paintball. They're very good. They do very well out there on the field. They're very in shape, very fast, very smart. Teamwork is awesome. They generally know their guns very well. They know the game very well. They've had quite a bit of coaching. Division One teams are generally very, very good. So now we're getting into people with tons of experience that do very, very well. And then you get up into, some people like to call the open. I'm not sure if PSP still has the open division. I think they're just going straight into professional now. Division One straight into professional. Generally, the open is almost like when you see tournaments that have what they call an open division. Generally, that's almost a no holds barred league. You can have anywhere from professionals to Division One players. It's almost like just a cage match. Okay, you could be, there could be teams that may have a professional player that maybe decide to sit that tournament out to maybe work a little bit more with some of their feeder teams to get into professional. So open is generally, anytime you see like an open division, that means anybody can come in and play. Okay, it could be anybody from a beginner player to professional players. It's open. Okay, so there's no rules. Okay, anybody can come in and play. And then you have the professional leagues. Okay, now in order to get into the professional divisions, as a team, generally, one, you have to qualify for it. Second, you also usually have to be invited to join that division, and you also have to pay a huge fee in order to have that franchise to be considered a pro team. There's a lot of people with money that haven't qualified or have been invited to it. There's also a lot of people that are really good that could go professional but don't have the money for it. So professional, it's the elite. It's the top of the paintball world. Very, very hard work in order to get up into that level. And it is what it is. For many paintball players, it's their dream. Now, the next question I'll probably get is, about sponsors. I can tell you right now, as a team, sponsors do not give a shit about rookie teams or beginner teams. They just don't care. Very, very few companies are going to take a chance on a team that is brand new with 5 or 10 guys that have never played a tournament before. You want to move out of that beginner rookie bracket as fast as you possibly can if you're really considering trying to get sponsored or trying to get some sort of recognition from the big companies. They don't care about beginner teams. They don't care about rookie teams. They just don't care. Why? Because there's a million of those teams out there, and usually they fizzle out very, very quickly, and that's what happens. So what does it take to move up? One of the things a lot of people don't realize in order to move up through the brackets is you can't go to your, let's say when you're a beginner or a rookie team, there's beginner and rookie teams at all the fields, okay? Go to your local field. I guarantee there's 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, beginner/rookie teams that are they're out there playing. So you can scrimmage anytime you want. Once you start getting up into the upper Division 3, Division 2, which is like the novice, you no longer as a team can go to a local field and just practice other than maybe just running drills, okay? Because generally once you're at that level, a Division 3 or Division 2 team just going up against a bunch of walk-ons is going to be just a waste of paint. You're going to absolutely decimate them. You're not going to have any fun whatsoever. So once you start getting into the Division 3 and Division 2 bracket, what ends up happening is now instead of you just going to your local field, now you have to start scheduling practices and scrimmages against other teams that are in that bracket. You don't just get in the car and drive to your local field as a Division 2 or Division 3 team and play against just a bunch of walk-ons that are out there. You're not gonna do very well. It's not fair for the walk-ons. 2, your team is just out there wasting paint because you're gonna stomp them. And so now what you have to do is now the organization comes in on scheduling practices with other teams in order to start getting better. Once you hit that Division 3, Division 2, you will start traveling a lot more to local fields to play against good teams and Division 2 and Division 3 teams on their field. So that's something to keep in mind. Once you hit Division 1, instead of you driving maybe an hour or 2 to practice, you may be driving 3 or 4 hours to practice because in every city, you may have 3 Division II teams, but maybe only 1 Division I team. Well, that may be you. So as you start moving up and further up into the divisions, the commitment level that you must put out is way higher than at the lower divisions, okay? At a beginner rookie team, you just go to your local field and play against whoever's out there, and you guys had a pretty good practice. Division II, Division III, you're going to have to start traveling to other fields in order to have organized practices against teams that are as good, if not better than you are. Once you start hitting the Division I, most of your practice, you're going to be on a plane, and you're going to be flying out to other home fields or driving hours upon hours to get out there. Once you hit professional, you're going to be gone half the week flying to the professional. I mean, how many professional teams right now are in the NXL? And how many are in the PSP? Okay, well, that's worldwide. So what is it, maybe 20 teams, 25 teams in the whole United States? So that's 1 for every 2 states. So if you're a professional team in the middle of the country and you have to fly to Oregon to like play against the Naughty Dogs, or fly to California to play against the Ironmen and Dynasty, or you got to fly down here to Florida to play against Tampa Bay Damage, or any one of these other really good teams, or Edmonton Impact, you have to fly to Canada to play against them. Okay, well, that's what happens as you start moving up. You need to start traveling a lot more to play against teams at your level. So as you start getting better and better and better, in order to keep your competitive edge, you are now going to have to start doing a lot of traveling. So that's basically how the divisions work. It's a personal choice whether you want to stay in your division or try to move up. For me, I usually like to stay right around about the Division III, Division II level. I've never really had any interest to go professional. It's never been just anything that's interested me. I mean, the amount of commitment and the amount of dedication that these professional teams and these professional players have to put out in order to be a part of those professional teams is way above anything that I would ever personally want to put in for paintball. There's a lot more things in my life that I would try to dedicate my time to being a professional paintball player. I mean, my hat's off for any professional paintball player. That's a fucking hard job. So that's how the divisions work. Division 4 is the easiest division. Everybody starts out in it. Get to Division 2, gets a little bit harder. Division 3 gets a little bit harder. Division 2, you're going to start traveling a lot more to play against other teams that are at that level. There may be one of those teams per city, so you're going to have to start traveling 2-3 hours to scrimmage other teams. Division 1, you're going to be on a plane just to have a scrimmage or a practice or something like that, open and professional. I mean, your life is traveling. So, and that's how it works. And from the very bottom, you've got the beginner league, the rookie league, the novice league, the amateur league, the open, the semi-pro, and then the professional. So that's how all the divisions work. The easiest way to find out more information about it is find out what the local tournament scene is that you're interested in getting involved in. Go to that website, download the rules, and that will give you a very clear-cut explanation of what does it take to play at that league, what does it start with, is it Division 4, Division 3, whatever. So that's how you know what it is. The higher the number, generally, it's not necessarily the easier it is, but generally the less experienced it is. Division 4 is very inexperienced, brand new team. Division 3, a little bit more experienced, getting a little bit better. Division 2, very good teams. Division 1 and open, awesome teams. Professional, now you're dealing with the elite. So hopefully that clears up how exactly divisions work and stuff like that. And like I said, most companies do not care about beginner or rookie teams. So your goal, if you're looking to get sponsored and try to get some sort of recognition, is to get out of that beginner, get out of that rookie ASAP, move up into like the Division 3, Division 2, the novice category there. That's when big companies start looking at you. So hopefully this answers any questions. Thanks for tuning in.